Hey folks, Jimmy from the Undercard here again with episode 98 Clip Show. On this episode, we talk to Andrea KGB Lee. We talk to real-life ninja Roberto Gym. We talk to up-and-coming fighter Lizzy Crowley and our ring girls Bridget and Bailee.
Voicemail. We're having a Comcast public access moment.
Alright, public access with the Undercard.
I'm not gonna say anything dirty, but if we get
Coming up next is Wayne's World.
I'm leaving a message if it goes to it. I'm not gonna say anything dirty.
And no screaming and say there's so much blood.
I'm not.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Andrea, this is Brad. You're live on the air with the Undercard. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great. I just left the gym. Fixing to eat, but I will put that off for my interview.
Did you really just leave the gym, or are you just saying that to sound like you left the gym? Because I say that all the time.
I really just left the gym.
Okay, because I'm always like, oh, I just left the gym, and if you ever saw me, you would know that is not.
And by gym, Marv always means McDonald's.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance I was Taco Bell. Was all I was. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
No, I really did.
You really did leave the gym.
I'm a mess right now.
All right, well, good for you. Well, you've had a couple crazy 4 days here. We're going to start off with you had a huge announcement today. Congratulations, you are now officially an Invicta fighter. How's that feel?
Oh, I'm grateful. You know, I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but I'm super excited and I'm happy to be with them. So.
When did this start to happen?
I'm up and down right now. I'm so excited.
When did the talks of this start to happen? Was it before the fight that you had on Saturday, or was it after that fight?
It was before. We've been talking for the past couple of days, and we figured that we would start making offers after that fight. So once that fight was over, then we were able to actually clear our minds and talk about everything.
Right, and it also helps you kicked a lady's finger off almost the other day.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, that
was bizarre.
First off, I saw you were on social media. Let's explain what happened. The fight starts off, and you throw a vicious kick, which was blocked by her hand, and instant devastation to a finger in which a bone pokes through. A lot of people thought you kicked off the finger. Even there's people in the audience that thought it went into a corner of a cage or something like that.
Gosh, dude.
The first 5.
I don't know. You know how people talk.
And this is how straight up balling would that be to kick a person's finger off?
Well, when Brad explained what had happened, he said, "Yeah, she kicked the opponent's finger off." I'm like off?
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, I don't think that's exactly what happened.
That sounds like an expression you would hear, like people say, like if you did something really well, they say you put your foot in it.
Right.
Like that sounds like, oh, dude, I kicked your finger off, dude. You did what?
But I did see the picture. It was a brutally devastating break of the finger.
Oh.
And you were...
Yes, it was.
Oh, you were complaining about it to people that came out, but first off, I think they'll always remember that. So I don't know what you were complaining about. I think that was a huge moment. Second off, I've seen the video. I think you posted the video, but the video's down. Did the promoter make you take it down?
Is it down? It shouldn't be down. It's probably just Facebook or YouTube. You know, that happens sometimes. I don't understand. You know, some things will get posted and then it's like, you know, it gets taken off. But it should be up under MMA Assault.
Okay.
So, and they slow it down in slow motion, right? Is that the one that you saw?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just have to talk to my friend and see what's going on there.
You said it was under what?
Under MMA Assault. That's the name of my friend who he does all of our videos and stuff, and that's the name of his company.
Okay. I'm gonna try to find it. Now,
I always wonder this about fighters, especially because you seem so nice, but you are very, very vicious in the cage. She's gonna have to have some surgery, some repairing of that. Any guilt at all walking away from that, or you're a fighter and that's what you do?
Wait, say that again?
She's obviously going to have some finger problems for a while. I'll just put it in that. Is that something that you feel bad about after a while, or is it a fighter and that's what you do?
Oh, well, I mean, yes, I feel bad, for her. She has to work, and so she was, complaining she can't work right now because her finger's broken. But it's the name of the game. People get their legs broken, their arms broken.
Right.
It gets broken in MMA. It's not really something that you can do anything about except for just be more careful, I guess. Don't get your fingers broken. Don't block kicks with your hand wide open, and don't let people break your arms. People get. Misha Tate, she got her arm broken. Silva, he got his leg broken. It's just something you got to live with.
A couple things I want to thank you for some time. But we got a very mysterious guest with us.
Yes, we do.
So mysterious.
Very, very
our ring girl Bridget over here can't even see him right now.
Nope.
Whoa.
He's blending
Actually,
in
I can't see him
currently.
either. Who are we talking about? We're not talking about Avenue, are we?
Jimmy, who do we have in the chair left to me here?
We have Roberto Gym and Ez.
All right.
Did I say it correctly?
That's correct.
Okay.
All
Roberto
right.
Jimenez.
Well, it's better than Brad would have done. So.
He is a 2003 Instructor of the Year.
Oh.
I believe you got that award out, and you said Grand Rapids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
In the art of ninjutsu.
Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Wait. So does that mean we have straight up a ninja sitting in
That
this
is
room?
correct. We have a straight up ninja.
A straight up ninja.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't have words.
Wait, Marv.
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell you this beforehand, but we brought him in here, and now you're going to pay for all the times that you were mean to me.
Oh, crap. We've only been on the air for like a year and a half, but I'm fairly certain this is not going to end well for me. Well, is it only times I was mean to you on the air, or does it count like off the air?
Off the air, too.
Damn it!
I'm just kidding.
Well, thank goodness.
Well, we have to start off really quick. Roberto, just explain ninjutsu to everybody because a little bit of misconceptions out there. What is ninjutsu?
Ninjutsu is the art of winning. You have to win any situation. Okay.
Keep talking.
The people say, okay, the ninjas. It was an agents, people that had to do the dirty work of the daimyo, of the shoguns at that time. And right now, it's no need for all those operatives. There are luckily another people that they can do that. But ninjutsu is the art. Ninja is the person that practices ninjutsu. Ninpo is the world of a ninja. They involves everything. Okay?
Okay.
So this is a little, the people need to know all these three different things, okay? Because they always think that the ninja is the guy that always jumping and running from roof to roof, and it's not the case. Some of the suits, all the clothing and all the stuff, it was made, by Hollywood and all those kabuki theater Japanese, and they always dressing them in black. And do you know that the ninja never used black?
Really?
Yes.
Well, because that would kind of identify them,
Yes.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
It was because the black at night you can see it.
Right.
There was more like an ash color,
Okay.
like a dark, a little blue and all that stuff, and
Okay.
plain clothes. The ninja was right next to you, and you didn't even know.
Yeah, hiding in plain sight.
Yes,
That's right.
That's the best part.
The best part.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
That's right. So then you were approached by the ninjas.
No, actually,
You wouldn't know if you were approached by ninjas. That's the whole point.
I'm sure there's some dark ritual, some blood sacrifice. They put a name on the door.
I went to a mall, and they have like a
A mall?
yeah, and then there was like a
You've never been to the mall of ninjas?
It was some kind of a store, and there was all kinds of martial arts weapons and all that. And, and there was a little card that was left right there by some group that they trained secretly once a week only for 6 hours.
Okay.
And
they train secretly, but they leave cards.
Yeah, and I had to be approved and called by those guys and pass some test and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And finally I made it, and in the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the kind of story that you would expect to hear.
Right.
Like that really is exactly how you would think you become a ninja. Like,
It was kind of secret. They didn't want everybody to come out.
Right.
well, sure, yeah.
They only handpicked some people and all that, because my instructor was a law enforcement military guy, and they didn't want all kinds of people.
Right.
You know, he wanted only certain individuals, and I was like, okay. That's
Right,
good.
exactly. Weed out some people, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't know.
and he's pulling off the ninja thing very well, because no offense.
Yeah.
But if I just when I walked in, I was like, oh, here's our guest. I wonder what his deal is.
Right.
I would have sat here all night long guessing before I said he's a ninja.
Right.
So you're pulling off the blending in thing really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're instructing now. You're teaching ninjutsu. Not a lot of people out there teaching ninjutsu. Tell our audience what training in ninjutsu modern day means.
Yeah, well, we start with the basic, like, which one, like understanding your own body. You know, it's called Buro Taijutsu, like an unarmed, hand-to-hand combat. You know, and let me specify. This one is a self-defense art. It's not like a sport-oriented. You know, trying to go into competitions or anything like that one, because this one was created for self-defense. You know, it was tested in battle and all that stuff, and through the centuries and all that, it's still going on. You know, well, some of the stuff that they weeded out some parts that actually is not functional right now at this era. You know, but the basic, which one is your own body, you still practice and try to cultivate your spiritual and well-being, as a human, nothing to do with religion or anything like that, but you're always looking for being a better person.
Lizzie, it's Brad on the Undercard. You're live. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Everybody, we're joined by Lizzie Crowley, a Michigan female MMA artist. First off, introduce yourself to everybody in the Team Undercard land, our fans here. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your record, where you're at in your career.
Well, I'm 17 years old. I got into fighting, I think, when I was like 14. I'm 8-2 right now, and I'm just looking to go up from here. It's pretty exciting.
Now, you mentioned your age, and you're fighting people that, like a Lauren Foley, and people that are a lot older than you. Explain to us really quickly, is that an advantage, or is that a disadvantage, or how you get around that?
I don't really know. Like, most people think it's a disadvantage because my body hasn't fully, grown yet, and I'm not as strong as them. But it only pushes me to go harder and, train to be the best.
Okay. When are you looking to maybe turn pro down the road?
I don't really have an age limit. I just want to go pro when I feel ready.
Okay. And you've been around the Michigan MMA scene here a little bit. You fought for some promotions. What promotions out there do you like? Where can people see you fighting next?
Well, I was going to fight, I think, for, Big John's. I can't remember when, though, but I don't know if I'm doing that. I fought for Big John a lot and Steve Gossett a little bit, and then for Donofrio. I can't remember his name.
Yes, Joseph Donofrio, yes.
Yeah, I fought for him.
So if you were to describe your fighting style to everybody, are you a stand-up fighter? Are you a ground fighter? Are you a great combination mix of both? Or where do you think, if you had to describe yourself, how would you describe yourself?
Well, I've got a wrestling background. I wrestled for 8 years, so people think I'm strong on the ground, like my coaches, but I feel more comfortable with stand-up. I just like punching people, so that's my favorite.
Wow, so that's interesting because with wrestling, you probably have a good, strong base, are able to balance your weight and control it, but you feel comfortable still in your striking that you want the fight to stand on the feet.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's training you right now? What gym are you working out of? Who do you want to give shouts out to?
Well, James Gray at SFS, he's on his way to Brazil right now to compete, so that's pretty exciting. They're pretty awesome to work with. They help out a lot, and they're just, they're just so good. Kelly True, their gym, they're so good as well.
well. And then my mom with her own team, XFS. Everyone that just helps me out, they're so good, and I'm just so thankful for all of them.
Now, how often are you training? Every day, or like how many hours a day? Where are you at in that stage? How much is dedicated to your craft?
Oh, okay. Well, that training, that's all I'm thinking about. Right now, because I'm focusing on school a little bit, so I don't really train in the gym as much, but I still work out every day, like run or something. But when I'm in full training mode, normally it's 2 to 3 hours a day.
Right, and you were talking about working with Jim and Amanda Bobby Cooper at SFS. They're really good friends of the program and stuff. Explain to us the difference about working with them. Why are they so successful out there? I ask everybody that works out there with them. What do you see when they're teaching you that you think other gyms might not be doing?
I don't know. They're just so hands-on, and they love it. And they're just so dedicated to it that I don't know. I feel like that just helps out a lot.
Okay. Yeah, and then you were talking about your upcoming fights and stuff like that. What other interests do you have away from MMA, though? I mean, schoolwork can't be that exciting and stuff like that. What do you like besides MMA out there? Is there any other sports that you're interested in, or anything else that might catch your eye down the road that if MMA, for whatever reason, you don't want to do it anymore, or what field or what interest do you have past MMA?
Well, I still wrestle. Like, I'm going to compete in girls' nationals and all that stuff in the college level. But other than that, just school. I don't know. That's what I'm kind of interested in right now in the focus, because I want to be a social worker. So that's going to take a lot of schooling.
And if somebody wants to follow you, where can they follow your career and stuff like that? Do you have a fan page yet, or do you have a Twitter?
Yeah, I have a Twitter, but I don't really use it that much. But I have a Facebook, and I did make a fighting page for that.
Okay, and what is the URL so everybody can find you?
I don't know. It's just Lizzy Crowley. That's what it's under.
Okay, so look up Lizzie Crowley, and they'll be able to find it. Well, we want to thank you for joining us for a few minutes. We're definitely going to come and check you out at one of your fights and stuff like that. Keep up the great work. I hear a lot of great things about you, so we wanted to... But yeah, so we have Bailee with us.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Bailee.
And then we got somebody new here. She has worked for us at a Thomas McGee appearance and everything like that. I believe the Mayweather fight, right?
Yes.
All right. And so we have with us Bridget. Everybody say hi.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi, Bridget.
Hello.
So Bridget, this is the part where the listening audience gets to learn a little bit about you. Basically,
it's also where we get as shallow as we've ever been.
No.
Don't lump us in with you, Marv.
Hey, I get way more shallow. If anything, I was bringing myself up.
So you tell the listening audience some of your best features, your height, stuff like that.
Okay, well, I'm on the petite side, about 5'1" on a good day.
What are you on a bad day, then?
The moon gravitational pull is working.
Have you ever been refused admittance onto a ride at Cedar Point?
Close to.
Oh, wow. On your tiptoes? Were you on your tiptoes?
They just like to give me a hard time because they're being jerks. So, yeah, bad day, 5 even, probably. No Converse shoes, 5 even.
Okay.
Nice. What do you think your best feature is?
My eyes. Probably go with my eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can go with it. She's got good. She's got good eyes. She's got very nice eyes. I like the hair too. I like the hair.
I think she's got a great personality. I've known her,
of course,
for a little bit. Her personality is definitely something. What are you studying to be, or what are your interests?
Ex-pharmacy major, going into journalism. Science wasn't for me, so yeah, doing the writing thing right now.
Right.
Awesome.
I tell you what, you were going to be a pharmacy tech, right?
I am a pharmacy tech.
Okay,
yes.
But that was
I want to be a
the
pharmacist.
Permanent. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that is my pet peeve. Is first off, their jobs look stressful, right?
Sure.
Waiting 7 deep in a Walgreens or something like that, and just watching the farm. I could not. And once again, ring girls chime in. is one that we shouldn't know about because Tyler Durden taught us the first rule of Fight Club.
Exactly.
You don't talk about Fight Club.
You don't
but
talk
apparently
about Fight Club.
toddler fight clubs are existing in daycares.
So there were 3 people in a Delaware daycare and 2 people, and this was in weeks of each other, 2 people in an Ohio daycare, and last year there were 2 people that were arrested and charged for doing this exact same thing. And basically what it is...
this is a thing.
It's a thing, I guess, in Ohio, Delaware, and apparently Wisconsin, because that was where the one last year was. But apparently these teachers, daycare workers are taking toddlers and basically making... Well, and the way that I understand it from when I was reading it is the kids start fighting, but instead of stopping them, they encourage them. They pull out their video cameras, start recording it.
I'm actually fine with that.
And then, when the kids don't want to fight anymore, they turn them around, tell them to stop crying. Don't pinch, just punch, and actually encourage them to fight.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. If they started fighting already, I'm cool with that.
Really?
Yeah, but just to put them in there and be like, okay, fight now and train them. But if they're fighting, let them go.
You wouldn't, stop them?
No, let them go.
Why?
Let them beat the crap out of each other.
Why? They're toddlers.
It establishes dominance. It establishes...
Well, actually, it was a boy and a girl on the one. I think it was 2 boys.
And I hope the girl whipped the shit out of them.
Wow.
You got to let them go. They got to work that stuff out.
Bailee, were you fighting as a toddler? Were you unruly teen?
No, I was sharing my toys.
Sharing your toys? Okay, so you weren't a fighter.
And eating paste? Because Jimmy ate a lot of paste.
Bridget, did you ever
I
fight?
ate crayons.
No, and I grew up with a twin brother, so no. Never
Identical?
fights. A twin brother. It can't be identical.
She answered the question.
Eternal, yeah.
And I'm the idiot in this situation. It's just like, no, you dumbass.
Yeah, you're more common than you think.
So, have you ever been in a fight at all in your life?
No. I've gotten close to, at the club, nudging girls who, kind of go out of bounds, but never enough to fight. I don't really want...
Do you go the ninjutsu route, put something in their drink, and then just laugh later?
No, I just stand with my elbow kind of out, poking them, so they kind of, won't, bump into me. And only one time has a girl kind of gotten in my face about it, and I was just like...
Did you keep that throwing star that Roberto had? Maybe you can employ that next time.
I wish. I don't want a prison record, so I kind of just walked away.
No, that's the thing. It's concealable. Stab and then get out of there.
Bailee, any fights ever?
Yeah.
Okay, quite a few?
There's one.
Okay, there was just one?
Oh, yeah, I was in middle school. Am I allowed to tell this story?
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I think the statute of limitations
well,
are gone.
unless it ends with, and then she died, I think you're okay.
No, I didn't slap her in the head with a shovel.
That was awesome. You guys see that video?
That was actually horrible. That was stupid. This videos I see on Facebook of, everyone fighting, I just think it's outrageous and ridiculous.
Except that gang one. This one's hilarious. Did you see the gang one where you think it's a real gang fight, and the guy hits the guy gets down in these gangs, and then all of a sudden someone CGI's lightsabers. He whips out a lightsaber.
Oh, yes.
Oh, shit. And then, the other guy stabs him with a lightsaber.
I did see that one. Did you see the Road Rage one where a bunch of people in, costumes, mascot costumes get out?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
no.
It's labeled like best road rage ever, and obviously it's staged,
right?
But the car behind is filming it, and a car cuts off a van,
right?
And so then the guy in the car gets out, and you can see him come on, and then a bunch a bunch of mascots, a giant bear, a panda, a tiger, they come out all in their costumes and beat the crap out of the guy.
That's funny.
Get back in and leave.
All right, we got to hear Bailee's story.
Yeah,
though. You're safe.
So yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so...
Change the names to protect the innocent.
Really?
Yes.
No one's going to know her first name.
Continue.
Okay, so... There was this one girl in middle school. She had been making fun of me for the longest time, and I just kind of got fed up with it because we were good friends for a while. And she took it to the extent to start insulting my mom, and I'm not gonna go word for word of what she said, but that's my trigger. Whenever you start talking crap about my family, when we took her in because she was going through a hard time, I just thought it was very disrespectful.
Sure.
So I might have got a little aggressive and maybe turned into the She-Hulk and grabbed her by her hair and took her out to the hallway and bashed her head into the lockers a little bit. And meanwhile, my teacher's just standing there watching me do this.
See?
She heard everything that she was saying about my family, so she thought it was appropriate. But then after like a second or two, she pulled me aside and was like, that's enough. And then the girl tried to come after me to like hit me back and stuff, and the teacher like kept her off of me and was like, I'm going to send you to the principal's office. And she's like, this isn't fair. And she's like, well, what you said wasn't very appropriate, so I think you deserve it.
So you but you showed some restraint because you only quote bashed her head in the locker a little bit.
Yeah, it was maybe like...
Once again, thanks for listening. If you'd like to hear our show live, tune in Tuesdays from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Sundays from noon to 1 on www.rawradiox.com or on the TuneIn app. We hope you enjoy the clip show. We hope to hear from you soon.